ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Beaufort Zone. Get a little bit of an early start here already tonight. No roster for what we have a roster for Stratford, but it does not have any numbers. They went ahead and got a little bit of an early start here. And going to get the count correct here really quickly. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Excuse me, 1 strike they have on the scoreboard.
Foul ball there.
So I'm excited for this matchup. We got a little bit of early start, so we got a little bit of a slow intro. My name is Javon Livingston, joined right here on my right side by Thomas Erdell. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, Vaughn. You know, never seen a softball game before, so kind of excited for that. There's a strikeout there, or no, excuse me, full count. So I got excited there. Looking to draw a walk, get on base here. Fouled all, staying alive.
Yeah, so I'm excited too. Our first ever softball stream, and not just your first time commentating on a softball game. It's my first time commentating as well. It's also my first time live streaming a softball game as well. So definitely excited to see what we got here. We got Beaufort High taking on the Stratford Knights.
Able to generate a walk there now with no outs. Person on first for Stratford. Beaufort coach calling out defensive signals there. Thought about taking a steal there. Back to first base.
Yeah, so I'm working this scoreboard here for the first time for softball. We got a little bunt there going on at first base. Not everyone's gonna get it. They're gonna keep rounding the bases.
Perfect bunt there. Unable to control the ball at first. Gets away. Now second, third. No outs for Stratford here early in this game. Just a great approach with that bunt. Like you said, obviously, Stratford not providing the numbers, so not exactly sure who that was there. But so far, great job done to start this game. Runners in scoring position early. Strike one there. And with no outs, you know, obviously this hitter trying to score some runs, but a little less pressure because even if you're able to generate a walk, there's a base open, but already down 0-2 in the count.
Like I said, this is your first time. You said you're a baseball person. I'm not a baseball softball. I've been to a couple. My little cousin plays softball, some travel softball, and she just made varsity over at Bridges. So I'm excited to see her. We're going to catch her a couple of nights when we don't have games. We're going to go over there and just watch her and spectate. But how much do you really know about, the sport of softball and baseball?
So baseball, I've been watching since about 6th grade. And unfortunately, my favorite team, the Nationals, is not that good. As a pop-up here for the out, be the first out of the inning. But, you know, I've been watching the Major League Baseball since about 6th grade. And in softball, you know, it's an underhand motion, whereas in baseball, it's overhand. And I was told, actually, by one of my friend's dads, you know, he was telling me that the underhand is actually a much more natural motion. And just last night, actually, I pay attention to college softball. I don't really watch it, but I saw yesterday, you know, Alabama's pitcher. She's an All-American. Montana Fouts. She had a perfect game, which means no hits given up, no base runners allowed, so not even any walks. So that was very impressive to see. But first time ever watching one. I've seen all the highlights on Instagram, ESPN, all that stuff. But
Yeah, 1-1 here. Like I said, I don't really know too much of. I've seen the little thing. I've seen the frustrations with parents and travel ball reps and the little league here in Beaufort County. But high school wise, I'm excited. I've always wanted to come to one, especially since my alma mater, Battery Creek, they won the state championship a couple of years ago. So that's one of the reasons why I started streaming in the first place, knowing that that game was local and there wasn't nobody there to cover that game. And so I want to give these kids the opportunity to be able to get out there. And here we are, a couple years since then, and post COVID, and filming the first softball game ever.
yeah, and Kylie Rass out there on the mound trying to get the second out of this inning. Still second, third for Stratford, one out after the pop up. I will say it's very unique to see them, throw that fast with the underhand motion. Is now a hit to the second baseman or shortstop, actually. Excuse me there, but a run will score.
Or
Ground out to the infield. Fielder's choice there. I also forgot to mention, I know a lot of the lingo from watching the broadcast, so if I say something that might sound a little different from what the sports jargon you're used to, pop up, fly out.
yeah, no, I know all the actual calls for watching baseball. This is my first time actually, commentating, and me, I'm glad to have you here because I'm more so focused on making sure the stream is good. I'm working on the scoreboard. We got multiple camera angles here tonight. I haven't really used them as of yet, as I was just making sure getting the scoreboard and getting the start of the game, and then this game started about 10, 15, like almost about 10, 15 early, so it kind of threw me off a little bit of the rhythm of getting ready. 10 minutes is a lot of prep time in the in the tech world, so I wasn't expecting that early start, kind of rousing me a little bit there. And we got one going out to right field.
That'll be another run scored for Stratford there. Great hit, single to right field. 3-0, excuse me, now for Stratford here in this first inning. Now the person on first, 2 outs. Kylie Rash trying to end this inning with minimal damage here. Ball in there for a strike.
So the other thing I forgot about is we get someone stealing over to second base. I gotta make sure I keep my base count, my base positions on here correctly. So we got one person on second, one runner on second.
A lot of functions you got there tonight on the tech side. Ball, strikes, out, inning, bases.
Yeah, and normally as we get our second strike there, normally what I'm working with is I'm able to use hotkeys for the games, and right now the software that I'm using for the scoreboard for baseball, because got so much going on, um, I don't have any hotkeys, so I have to manually kind of click everything instead of touching the button, so it kind of throws off my timing a little bit. So get it right here. We got baseball tomorrow, Goose Creek, so it's interesting.
Great job by the catcher there. Already allowed one ball to get behind her, but able to smother that one there to prevent the runner from advancing to third. Now Rass with the payoff pitch. Ball low. Stratford hitter trying to work another walk in this inning, keep the inning alive, down to their final out. Adeline Johnson with a strong throw from third to get the final out. Kylie Rass limiting the damage to 2. Now Beaufort will bat next in the bottom of the first.
So 2-0 will round up the first inning. Stratford scores 2 runners in. And Beaufort looking on the attack for the first time tonight. I am aware that we got a little bit of echoes going on so far here tonight with the audio. We're gonna work on getting that fixed by tomorrow night here. Me and Thomas are, sitting, beside each other, and I'm gonna be able to do some things with the effects here and get make sure we get some of that background audio as well. So bear with us, a little bit of echo tonight, but we'll get that going, fixed going forward in the future. And while they warm up in the outfield, we'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the second inning here on Beaufort's own.
Kylie Rast leading off. Gave up 2 runs in the first, top of the first, excuse me, bottom of the first here. Down 2-0. Trying to at least tie the game or take the lead here early. Already getting ball 1 on that first pitch. Now ball 2. So far, Stratford pitcher behind 2-0 in the count. Now 3-0. Struggling with command issues here out the gate a little, it seems. Maybe not in sync with the catcher.
So yeah, making it a little bit easy for her. 3 balls already, so she can kind of just go for it if she would really like to.
Yeah, anything in the center, has to be a green light. As most announcers say that in baseball games. I'm sure it applies the same way in softball, but no need there with Adeline Johnson now coming to the plate in the second hole, and a great choice of walk-ups music here. Still Dre by Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Big fan of that song.
Yeah. I just say I do my little touch. I'm nowhere near gang affiliated myself ever in my life, but if you hear the beat come on, you think of Snoop Dogg automatically. You start doing a little dance just because of him.
Now with a runner on first, no outs here. Johnson looking to make something happen. Now the 5th straight ball here. Struggling with command issues here early.
Yeah, and they've all really come, to that bottom, our bottom right, here so far, and just want to see, probably could raise that ball up a little bit. So.
Now a steal attempted by Kylie Rast. She will be safe. Now with the first strike in there, but looks like Johnson was just protecting a little. Covering the runner. Rast, the pitcher. Lead off walk, and now a steal. Thought about stealing third there. But
yeah, she's definitely on the move right there. She's definitely trying to get around those bases for sure.
Yeah, usually in softball and baseball, especially in baseball, generally the shortstop, as regards the base stealer, they have the most speed. So, and that one will get away, and she will take third. Stratford pitcher is struggling with command issues here early. We're seeing a lot of balls in the dirt, only 1 strike here. 3-1 count for Johnson.
Like I said, we're over here on the side, right behind the net and the fence here. And I forgot about all those pop fly ball foul balls here. I was like, man, I probably should have brought my glove a little bit just to catch any of those if they come over the net.
Yeah, they'd have to go pretty high there. Johnson takes the base. First and third, no outs. Beaufort in a great situation here to try and get those runs back. What I'm looking forward most to for baseball and softball, the home runs, seeing on TV is something, but I was able to go to a Nationals game in Washington, D.C., saw two home runs in person, and it's something else. Also going to go crazy on the mic when they do happen. Brozak heading over to the coach there. Reese Brozak, both Reese and Riley on the team, just like basketball, the two seniors.
Yeah, both enjoying some of the same sports here.
And now Adeline Johnson going to steal second. Obviously, Coach Rast over there in that dugout putting emphasis on the steals and just no throw over it there. Easy steal. Beaufort having their way on the base pass. No outs. Runners in scoring position. Stratford going to have to be very careful defensively. Strike one there to Brozak.
Yeah, definitely looks like she's starting to warm up a little bit here. That ball is starting to really come up instead of drifting into that bottom right corner.
Showing off the velo accuracy. Picture perfect strike there. Strike two. Now Reese Brozak down 0-2 in the count. And, with two runners on, no outs, and both of them in scoring position, gotta think Stratford has a sense of urgency here. Now the count 2-2.
Yeah, I thought so. I didn't adjust the scoreboard because I was looking at the scoreboard right there, behind the fence there, and they didn't update the balls in the count, and I thought that's. I was like, I could have sworn she already got one, and that's when she stole the base, but it didn't happen. So
now the first strikeout for the first out of this inning for Stratford.
it's like they thought about playing the walk-up song there for a second there, and they just returned it right back off. So.
Now in a groove here, another strike call. Probably feeling a little more confident after getting that first out, especially with the strikeout there. Nothing to watch in a sport like this, is how deep these starters go into the game. Having good relievers is very important, but having a quality starter as well, able to go deep in these games can make all the difference.
Oh yeah, definitely. The one of the things that also, I learned when I was, watching baseball is learning about the relief pitcher to give his starting pitcher a break, to help you out. And I always think about that, with other sports. Me, I'm a football guy. You get later in the game, you want your best players in the game, at all times, and to know that you have a person to come in to kind of so they don't get too high in the pitch count, is very important as well. You want to save that arm and preserve it for the rest of the season.
Yeah, most definitely, and oftentimes, especially in Major League Baseball, and I'm sure it applies in softball as well. Oftentimes, since they don't play as many innings, they can throw harder and faster as well. So something to watch out for. That one clanging into the fence there, foul ball. 1-2, Stratford ahead in the count.
Runners on second and third.
Fouled off there, staying alive. Beaufort taking some quality at bats, making the Stratford pitcher work for it. Now a mound meeting here. Trying to figure out the defensive alignment for this exact situation. You know, we saw a bunt already by Kylie Rast earlier. So
I'd say pretty successful one at that.
yeah, catcher got to be quick if you know they do go for a bunt or if it's a softly hit ball back to the pitcher. You know, they got to be in sync, ready for anything out on the diamond. So foul ball there.
Foul ball there by Cruishank to the right side. And, it's funny. One of the things I'm seeing here as I'm, watching the preview here is I'm looking at the paint and it's like, that camera was in the perfectly mounted spot, away from the net, and I know it was going to blow in a little bit, but the moment the game started, the the wind starts blowing, the net starts moving, and it just hits that hits that right corner just a little bit.
Back to back foul balls there. Wishing those would have stayed fair. The Beaufort team, you know, saw them running. Coach Rax over there jumping up and down, just thinking, you know, if these were fair, we'd have points on the board.
Yeah, Coach Ratz is a fun guy. I've known Coach Ratz since I was in high school. I'm Battery Creek class of 2012, and it was just shocking to find out he was over here at Beaufort High now. But I've known him way back since I was a teenager, so he's always been a good guy. And that's the third strikeout.
Gonna be a ball there. 2-2 the count now.
Oh,
The batter
yeah, I
stepped.
thought that was a strike.
Another thing is the batter often will step out. It's called taking time. So even if they step out, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean they're out. They're just taking an extra practice swing.
Yeah, I thought it was the third one. I wasn't because, like I said, you got more so of the full view. I'm kind of looking at the screen and I'm kind of blocked off a little bit. And so I was, when I saw it and I looked back and I saw it move, that's what I thought what was going on. I thought it was a strike.
Yeah,
Especially I just heard the sound of the glove.
yeah, they'll call time and step out of the box. Now bases loaded for Beaufort. Number 2, Kaylin Adkins with Superhero from Metro Boomin Future, the walk-up song.
Right.
Loving the music tonight for Beaufort.
Yeah, they're picking the right song. They're picking the right song so far. Like I said, bases loaded right now, and they got to think about getting the scoring opportunity here. They got to get at least a base hit now, just to keep the bases loaded and bring somebody home automatically.
Would love to see a grand slam here.
Oh, that would be beautiful.
Strike one in there to Adkins. Now 1-1 the count. Beaufort only 1 out. Tremendous opportunity to put some runs on the board here. I know I called them points earlier, but runs the correct term. Foul ball. Just foul. Unable to keep these hits inside the park here, or inside the bases, I should say. Now a hit.
Right down the middle. You pop fly and try to throw it home for the tag. Not able to get it. And we got a score there by Rast and runners on third. Cruishank doesn't move from first.
A sac fly there. Good job by Rast and Johnson tagging up.
That's something I learned. I did play church league softball for a couple of games, and it's one thing I learned. Learning how to learning how to hit the softball. That was always, that was my issue. Learning how to control your hit because I was just trying to hit the ball as hard as I could, and it would always basically be a pop up, and I'm thinking, oh, I hit it really far, but it's very high, and the outfielder would just walk up and just catch it like it was the easiest thing ever. And so I had to learn how to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah, gotta hit those line drives. Gotta get them to fall quickly. Or if you do hit it high, make sure it's far, so it's out of there. Now with Ariana Smith at bat, 2 outs for Beaufort here. Stratford trying to get out of this inning, allowing only 1 run. Johnson over there at third, and she's already stolen a base. So you got to think anything in the outfield, she's going home as long as it's fair, not caught for an out. Strike in there for strike two. Or strike one, I believe. Yeah, strike one. Miscount there. Now strike two. Or strike three, I mean. Now apparently at the
Oh,
end of
that's
the
the third one.
inning.
The third one. I'm about to say. I thought that was the second there. You said strike one, so I bumped it back down to back to one. So yeah, that was the third strike. So out number three, and that's going to be us going to the second inning.
I was looking at that scoreboard there, a little behind there on the operating, but now Grass coming back out to the mound. 2-1 after one inning here. So far, entertaining game.
Yep. And we're going to take another commercial break while they warm up, and we'll be right back with the second. Welcome back, everybody, into the second inning. Rast on the pitcher's mound.
Ball low there to start the inning from Grass. Look for her to give up less base runners here. Fouled off there. 1-1 the count. High pitch there from Rask now.
Yeah, what would have been interesting to see is if I had the opportunity, if we had the time to be full time to be able to watch some of these girls, maybe watch some of some maybe their spring game, their scrimmage against each other, full team scrimmage, or any of their practice games, and try to see exactly what these girls are capable of individually and their talent. To kind of work with the commentary and be able to fill some time and things like that. Would have been awesome. We were so busy with basketball and 2 and 3 games a week. Pop fly there to the right, and that one's going to be caught right there by Ras coming off the mound. First out.
Yeah, Rask takes care of herself there. Showing off the athleticism a bit there. Now 1 out here for Beaufort. Strike 1 in there. So far, good pitching to start the second inning. Fouled off now. 0-2 the count. Looking for that second out here. Trying to get a strikeout. Or a chance to get a strikeout, I should say. Obviously, you're looking for any kind of out.
Yeah, but get it by any means necessary. You definitely got to get those outs. Sorry, there I was trying to adjust those cameras so if I was late on the scoreboard, and then got another strikeout there by Kylie Rash. Did you see the Mario sign, the Mario sound effect there?
Yeah, swing and a miss there. Now 2 outs for Beaufort. 2 quick outs at that. settle in defensively. And Rash just continuing to stand there and fire in these strikes. Another strike there.
Yeah, Kylie Rat's getting on the roll right now.
Stratford's coach shrugged at that one. Obviously not agreeing with the call there. Oftentimes we'll see hitters and coaches have disagreements with the umpire. Great hit
Straight
there.
down the middle.
And one thing I love about this sport, and the the sound of the bat, the pop that it makes, and the ball and the leather glove, the pop that makes as well. Just two great sounds that I love to hear. The crack of the bat, though, definitely one of my favorite sounds in sports. Foul there, trying to get the bunt. We've already seen a couple bunt attempts tonight from both teams. Rass now ahead in the count. 2 strikes, I believe. That one dropped, and that allowed the runner to advance to second. Both catchers have had some issues tonight handling the ball. Giving up free bases, just something you can't do. Now strike 2. Rass continuing to fire in those strikes. Now a strikeout for Rass.
Yeah, good inning. Yeah, good inning for her on the mound. Definitely showed her ability to help this team win so far already with that impressive showing right there.
Got the first out herself with the pop up, and then the strikeout, 2 strikeouts there. Now head to the bottom of the second. Beaufort coming up to bat.
There goes the swag surf, the iconic song there. Bottom of the second, here we go.
pitch on the way, and that'll be ball one. 2-1 the score here. Bottom of the second, game flowing smoothly here so far. At bat, Madison Miller. Fouled off there. We've seen a lot of hard hit balls go for balls there.
'Cause the one thing I'll tell you, it's unsoftball related. My first time ever going to Stratford High School. I wrestled during the wintertime when I was in high school, and um, it was the first time I ever seen somebody get splayed, and that's one of the most embarrassing moves. I don't know if you know what that is or not, but it's definitely an embarrassing move to be put in front of everybody when you have a crowded gym. I swear.
2-2 the count here for Miller. That one fouled off, staying alive in this at bat. Fouled off there, staying alive, making this pitcher work for the out.
Yeah, she's gonna have to get it. She's gonna have to put it right inside of that box. And it's like I said, you talked about it earlier. The underhanded pitch motion. It's so different, and used to throwing overhand for so many other things. Just normal in your life, you always throw the ball. Oh, you throw the ball overhanded, and when you play softball, that underhanded motion. And I would definitely give them. And that was the fourth one. That was the third ball. So that was the fourth. So on her way to first base, she goes.
Great at bat there by Miller. Found a couple pitches off, making the pitcher work and able to draw the walk. Quality at bat there. And, with the thing about the underhand motion, like I said, I was told, apparently it's a more natural motion than the overhand. So, little confusion here in the umpire, maybe. Oh, no, that was actually
Okay.
that
Yeah,
was
I thought
ball
I was up there.
3. Losing track of the count there.
That was the conversation. So back to 3 balls, 2 strikes here.
Obviously, I'm sure Beaufort wouldn't have minded had they just allowed
Yeah,
that to go
you heard.
down.
I don't know if you heard Rast over there just a second ago, so I still agree with the ump there. And once again, another ball, and Rast will make her way on to first base.
The real ball 4 that time.
Boop, 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 boop.
Loving the music here tonight. Great.
Yeah, definitely
Great.
good choice of walk-up songs.
Now looking for a bunt. Stratford ready for it there. See that third baseman, the pitcher, and the catcher are all
Everybody
alert.
ran up just now. Yeah.
Everybody wanted a piece of that one to rocket it to first base there. Or try and get the go-ahead run or a second. Now it looks like she'll back off the bunt attempt there and take a swing at it. Now 1-1 the count. Yeah, showed a bunt first pitch there and pulled back that time, tried to take a hack at it, but 1-1 the count now. See what she does here. Swing and a miss, strike 2. After a quality at bat from Miller like that, obviously, you know, can't see from back here whether those are truly strikes or not. So, got the umpire kind of in the way. I obviously have the better viewpoint, but the way that those balls are coming in fast like that, not sure. And a strikeout there after a quality at bat from Miller, 1 out for Beaufort. I was gonna say it was, such a great at bat from Miller, but unfortunately for Beaufort, followed up by a strikeout. Now Beaufort's lineup about to turn over with Rast on deck, the pitcher.
And the strike there, right down the middle.
Now the lineup will turn over. Kylie Rast back to the top of the order for Beaufort. Adeline Johnson on deck now. 2 outs for Stratford. Rast looking to make something happen. Beaufort down by 1 here. Ball 1.
And one right down that third line. They're going to call it a foul.
Unfortunate, great piece of hitting there, but just couldn't stay inside the fair line. Seen a lot of hits down that right field line there. Go foul. Some hard hit balls, not able to stay in play. Now hit right to the shortstop, but get the lead runner there to end the inning. Finally able to get contact on the ball that goes fair, but right to the shortstop there to make the play.
And 2-1, we will make our way to the third inning when we return. welcome back everybody into the third inning.
Top of the third here, Rast on the mound, continuing to throw strikes in there. Stratford with the 1-run lead, 2-1 here, trying to add on. Rast trying to do her best to keep them at 2.
Button's a little bit sticky here on the software. See, working with it.
Ball 2 there. Stratford now ahead of the count, 2-1.
Yeah, ball coming just over the top of that box just a little bit.
And a low
Yeah, trying to
swing.
overcompensate.
Free strike there basically for Rast. And swinging at the ball in the dirt.
Right. It tried to overcompensate. Maybe it's tried to overcompensate a little bit, but overcompensated a lot, and we're going straight into the dirt there. Like you said, the free one for her, and that one's wide to the right.
Working it to a full count here. Rast trying to get the out. Trying to get on base here for the hitter.
So it's something that'll be real exciting for for you to hear, for the fans here that are watching. We will have a transmitter here on the way here shortly, and we'll be able to actually the third one that's going to be an out for Rast here.
Another strikeout for Rast there. Great pitching so far from her tonight.
Yeah, but what I was saying is we got a transmitter on the way, so we got a wireless camera coming, and we're going to be able to put that camera, basically behind that fence in the outfield, and be able to aim that right down, so we'd actually be able to see the pitch from the pitcher's side, from the pitcher's backside, and that'll be a view that I would like to very much try to get.
Just like professional MLB.
Yeah. I love, yeah. My thing is always quality. Like I said, we're doing it here. We got it live, and a lot of people just, hey, the game is on, and that's what they really care about. They really want to be able to see, their friends and their kids play, and But I always want to continue to try to get better. That one all the way down to the left field line, making her way around the bases.
Down third base, just off of Johnson's glove over there. Third, unable to control it. Now a double. Number 9 out there for Stratford. We don't have the numbers on the roster on Max Prep, so not exactly sure who that is, but good piece of hitting there. A rocket to third. Too hot to handle for Johnson. That one high there, ball 1. First pitch of the at-bat. And with only 1 out, Stratford already with a runner in scoring position, so good opportunity for them here to try and increase that lead. Another ball high.
Another high one. Yeah. So yeah, you can see she kind of talking to Coach Rash and getting him over there, and kind of agreeing that the ball is a little bit too high there, so she's got to bring it down just a little bit.
3 consecutive balls there, already to count 3-0, and anything in the zone probably has the green light, take a hack at it, so look for her to take a swing. Obviously, if the ball is hittable, she'll just watch that one go by, trying to generate the walk there. 3-1, hitters count.
Yes, I say, yeah, if there's any time to take a swing at anything now, but you would go toward a full count, I think it would have been that last one there.
And a great
there she
hit.
goes straight down the middle.
Yeah.
And they are going to bring it around.
Great piece of hitting there. Brings the runner home. RBI double to center field. Now 3-1 Stratford. Like I said, love the sound of the crack of the bat there. Great piece of hitting. And earlier mistake of the inning by Johnson over there at third base, probably hurting Beaufort there a little because had a chance to get it, but just too hot for her to handle at that. Yeah, they call it the hot corner, third base. That's where you're closest to the pitcher, the closest base to the pitcher on that side. and it's rocketed to you at high speeds. Obviously, hard to control out there, but bounced off her glove and went foul territory. So it allowed the run to get all the way to second. Now the count 2-1.
ACD batter had to move out of the way a little bit there. Low pitch, low to the inside.
Stratford putting together some good at bats here. Now the count 3-1. Hitters count again. Last 3-1 sequence we saw, obviously just a few moments ago, laced a double to center field. So see what she can do here. This 3-1 count. Rass on the circle. She'll take that one for a strike. Now a full count. Rass done a good job of being able to throw consecutive strikes tonight. Looking at that pitch card.
Another one going to the left field, and she tried to follow it down. Not able to. Ball going right past, another score for Stratford.
Stratford able to piece together back-to-back RBI hits, both doubles there. That one also to left center field. The other one was to right center field, but
You gotta say they keep getting on second base. I haven't had to change, the base positions here, so far this inning. If they get the second base, they pretty much go home the next time they're able to run. So far here in the top of the third inning.
yeah, and it's still only one out too, so trying to just pour on those runs here. I'll see.
And the base runner coming on.
Pinch runner there, first time of the game. Rass had done a good job early. Obviously, still somewhat early in this game, but done a good job of being able to put strikeouts on the board and piece together these strikes. But so far this inning, had a little trouble with command. Another one gets away there. Now over to third base. He said I had to change it. Now you got to change that to third.
Right. That commentator's curse, man.
Gets you every time. Happened to me a couple times during basketball. Now 3-1. And the previous two batters, when they got to 3 balls and, 1 or 2 strikes, able to hit RBI doubles there. So looking for RBI at least single. Now full count for the second straight at bat for Kylie Rass. This time trying to make sure this one ends in an out instead of a hit. Now a ground out to the first base. She'll step on first and fielder's choice there. RBI ground out to the first baseman for the second out of the inning. Now the score 5-1. Stratford in the lead. And a productive out there clears the bases. First pitch is a ball there. 1-0 to start this at bat.
Yeah, and another strategy too as well with baseball is usually, when you catch the ball, you try to throw it to first base. You want to prevent another runner from being able to get on base, one to the left here. Right by the third baseman and the shortstop. So we got a mound meeting here really quickly. But yeah, another strategy is like I said, you always throw the ball, try to get the ball to first base. You want to prevent another runner from getting on, like you said, to clear the bases. And me, being a novice in the baseball, softball game, um, I always thought I was like, why wouldn't you throw the ball home and try to stop a person from trying to score? You know what I'm saying? And now looking at it, with the bases cleared, they throw it to first, they give up a score, but they don't have to worry about a 2-run score on the next hit.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Any out is a good out, and obviously, if you have a play at home, go for it. But oftentimes, they just choose to throw it to first, and oftentimes, especially if it's a ground ball to the shortstop with a person on first, they flip it to the second baseman and they try and turn a double play. So now a pitching change. Adeline Johnson, previously at third base, now on the mound. Looks like Rast is done for the night. Now with Johnson on the mound, top of the third will resume.
You put your in, see if it yields different results here for Beaufort High.
Yeah, with 2 outs, they're just trying to get out of the inning. Now a runner stealing second. And on Johnson's first pitch attempt, ball low, unable to be handled by the catcher, and results in another stolen base. We've seen a lot tonight from both teams. That one high, now 2-0 the count. So ball low and a ball high to start off. Strike one there. Now 2-1 the count. Foul ball there. Now 2-2 the count. Two and two the count here for Johnson. Easy throw over to first. Rast able to get out there.
Bottom of the third inning on the way when we return. back, everybody. Bottom of the third inning here on Beaufort's own. Beaufort High already with a 5-1 hole to dig themselves out of.
Now Johnson back at bat for the second time tonight after taking the mound for Kylie Rass. Now a hit to the right side of the infield, and she'll be out, unable to beat out the throw. Great defense. Johnson with the contact on the ball, but right to that second baseman on the right side of the infield. Now Reese Brozek up for the second time tonight. Bottom of the third here. Down 5-1. Beaufort trying to generate some offense.
Sorely needed by Beaufort High. The great thing about baseball is it can all happen in the inning, and you already got possibly a base hit there, and there she goes. She's going to make her way to second. She does.
Decide to go back
Oh,
there.
decided to stay. My bad. I immediately looked to try to switch camera angles there. She decided to stay right there on first base.
Yeah, I thought about going for two there, but apparently the ball too close. Throw would have been apparently not a hard one for that first baseman. Made her think twice about it, but hard hit ball, able to get on base.
Little baby by Crookshank there. I'm jamming to the walkout songs. I'm letting you do all the commentators so far here tonight, man.
Got your priorities straight. Now another good hit ball. Beaufort High with back-to-back hits. Only one out. They got something cooking here. The bottom of the third.
And like I said, that's exactly what you need there. It's a good confidence builder here at the bottom of this inning, top of the rotation here, and to be able to get two people already on base here. The first two batters on base, and now the third, and now it's pretty much your ball game here. Well, not your ball game, but your opportunity to get yourself back in the ball game.
Now a high pitch there, but great athleticism there with the juggle. Able to pick that right back up, pop it up to herself, ready for that throw. Good catching skills there. Another thing I forgot to mention, actually, I have a cousin. His name's Luke. He actually played catcher in college. Played for a small Division II school in Millersville, Pennsylvania, called Millersville University. But they were actually, pretty good. Made it far in all their tournaments. So one of my small claims to fame. I have a cousin that played catcher for college baseball team. But yeah, the catcher's obviously, tall and lanky. I actually saw something earlier about can't remember what team it was for, but in spring training is going on for MLB right now, and the tallest catcher ever, he's 6'6". So I feel like if Michael Dennison was back there playing catcher.
And so yeah, 6'6" as a catcher is pretty tall.
They said
man.
he was the tallest catcher in history, so the previous tallest was 6'5", so he had his throne overtaken there, but and now another hit that stays fair. What a
Making their way trying to get home, not going to catch a shoe safe. And Beaufort going to score a run now with runners on second and third.
That's the first hit we've seen laced down that third base line there. Also that one high in the air. Thought it was caught for a second, but it dropped into the outfield. Now 3 straight hits for Beaufort, able to score a run. Now only down 3. So 1 out here, runners on second and third.
Yeah, and like I said, they got a chance to finish out this inning on a good note. And like I said, only 1 out. So they still got some play room here to go.
first pitch swinging there, trying to make it the 4th hit in a row.
Some nice weather here tonight, only 67 degrees here.
Could do without the bugs, though. We'll say that. But other than that, yeah, good night for some softball action. Strike 2, already down 0-2 here. Probably a little too antsy, trying to string those hits together. So far, we've seen 3 in a row for Beaufort, but and a strikeout with 3 pitches. Now 2 outs for Beaufort.
Yeah, now they're really up against you. You got 2 outs and you got runners on second and third, and you're really trying to get some points to get right back into this ball game.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, trying to add some more runs. Obviously, they've already got 1 across the board here, but taking strike 1 there. You know, if your walkout song is swag surfing here, you know, you got to get a hit.
Got to get something done. You got to get something.
Fouled off there, now down 0-2 in the count, and we saw a 3-pitch strikeout. Stratford pitcher thinking the same thing here.
Yeah, definitely throwing with some heat here this inning. Yeah, a little bit of a slow starter, some good hits by Beaufort High, and now tapering off here. Like I said, a 3-pitch strikeout, and now 2. See what happens here on the third.
Trying to add some velocity, get more heat on those pitches. That one fouled back, straight to the net.
I said I jumped on that one. We're right here behind the net, and I forgot that net is up there. As soon as it hit it, I kind of jumped a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie to the fans at home, man. I definitely jumped a little bit when I came over this way.
Yeah, well, I saw earlier during one of the earlier innings, you know, one of the players on the Stratford bench, you know, even though that fence is there, it rocketed right at her and she jumped a little. So, you know, even though the fence is over here, the net, you know, still get a little spooked. Still 0-2, making the pitcher work for this out here. Madison Miller. Taking her time with the pitch here. And strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Stratford to end the inning.
Yeah, definitely a great start on that inning for Beaufort High, and then tapering off. Good job by Stratford to counteract that. So we got the top of the 4th on the way when we return. strike, everybody. Top of the fourth. Low strike.
Johnson still on the mound to start this inning for Beaufort. Beaufort trailing by 3 runs here. Stratford ahead by 3, trying to increase that lead. So far this at bat, Johnson opting to go for the low pitches. We've seen a low strike and a low ball. Another low ball there. Now count 2-1.
Stand low, making them kind of reach for it a little bit, but you know, you want to play that game. You want to see how good, you know, Stratford's eyes are when it comes to pitching those low balls and see, try to get them to take one, maybe try to get an easy striker. And there it goes. And that was strike. 2-2. So she can start off with a strikeout here, bouncing in the middle of the field. Easy out for Beaufort High.
Yeah, that one right back to the pitcher. Just easy step off that mound. Quick throw over. Simple first out.
The weather's clear skies for the night here in Beaufort, 67 degrees. Beautiful softball weather.
Another bunt, but from third base, showing off the arm there all the way over to first. Rass with a nice pick at first as well. Able to get that out. 2 quick outs here for Beaufort. Johnson settling in on the mound. First pitch strike. Beaufort looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Foul ball. Just got a piece of that, but rolled right in front of that dirt there. Not far enough to be fair. Now to the second baseman. Easy throw over there. 1-2-3 inning for Beaufort.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the fifth inning to go here on Beaufort. I mean, bottom of the fourth. Sorry. Score 5-2. Beaufort trying to climb their way back into this game here.
Strike to start off the at bat. Swinging at a high one there. Kayla Gadsden. And a quick strikeout for the Stratford pitcher there. Now Beaufort looks like they're digging into their bench here a little bit in this bottom of the fourth with Gadsden in the previous at bat, and now with Eleanor Dolan not in the original starting lineup, but now coming into the game, try to provide some spark for this Beaufort offense down by 3. That one fouled back into the netting. Another foul ball. Another strikeout there for Stratford. Unable to corral that one, having to throw down to first to complete the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Stratford. Both pitchers in this fourth inning moving quickly as the lineup turns over. Now back to Kylie Rass. Third time through the order. Now. That ball extremely low, going all the way past the catcher. Good frame there by the catcher.
Second ball now.
Good frame there by the catcher. Unable to get the call. Just barely able to foul that one off. Count 2-2 now, I believe. Or still.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I try to follow the scoreboard sometimes, but sometimes I question it because I don't think maybe a little bit late adjusting the scoreboard, and that's what I try to go with. Especially with the other sports when you're following the time instead of the count.
Now a great hit. That one is
gone all the way. That is a home run by Rass, and she will take her time to make her way around the mound. You see everybody waiting to bring her home here. Home run by Rass.
And I started there for a second from my angle. Wasn't sure if that was over, but what a hit, and gone over the right field fence. Insane hit. Solo home run. Now Johnson back up.
And that is history right there. I'm sure Coach Rasta loved it. And I was telling Kylie after the first history, the first ever home run here in Beaufort on Beaufort's own here in softball.
Johnson trying to follow up that solo shot by Rast there. And obviously, no, like I said, I'd be extremely hyped, but I apologize for stopping there mid-sentence. Wasn't sure if it was over or not, but had to wait just to make confirmation. But next time I know for sure, I'll go crazy.
And another good hit to the right. And is that going to be caught? And it is by Stratford. And I cleared the outs on that. I meant to clear the balls and the strikes, but that was the third out there for Beaufort. And let's switch it up, going on to the fifth inning now when we get back. Welcome back, everybody, into Beaufort's own top of the fifth inning. We just got our first home run ever on Beaufort's own, and now we're going to the top of the fifth inning here.
And that'll get past the shortstop.
A quick base hit there for Stratford.
And before this inning started, I heard Coach Rass saying shortstop be ready, obviously. Probably studying these players, know where they're going to hit the ball to, most likely, probability, where they're going to hit the ball. And that one just goes right past her.
Well, he knows exactly. He knows these guys. He's watched them play before. I talked to him a little bit before the game, while I was showing him the setup we have, and let him see exactly what we were doing over here in the corner because this is our first softball stream, and I wanted to let him know what exactly the stream was going to look like before it went live. And he told me, Stratford, they played Somerville in the championship in one of the tournaments, preseason tournaments, and they played a heck of a game. So he definitely probably knows a little bit more about these players as he should.
Johnson with a quick 2 strikes here. That one unable. That should be safe. Unable to get that ball at third base. Just little scuff there, and that'll probably go down in the books as an error. An infield hit. Don't see a lot of those. Although tonight we've seen a couple bunts, but generally most hits are in the outfield.
Strike down the middle.
Yeah, right down the middle as a hitter. That's where you want it, but obviously laying off that pitch there, probably a little too much heat on it for her.
Yeah, I'm interested to see Beaufort High. Looking at the play coach. That's used to football. I didn't know, too many other sports actually use the play coach to be able to know the plays, and obviously, learning the pitches, probably the communication between her and the pitcher.
That one
2 strikes now.
fouled off. Staying alive in the count, 0-2. Making Johnson work for the out. And no outs here for Stratford. Another good opportunity for them to add on to this lead. Low pitch there, ball 1. Johnson checking the pitch card. That one hit well. That's going to drop.
To the right side. And it looks like Stratford's going to score some more here as Beaufort's trying to get that throw in.
Great piece of hitting down in the count 1-2, but able to just stay confident out there, keep a good posture and just lace that ball into right field. Majority of the balls that have been hit tonight, obviously, uh, depends on uh, what hand you are dominant with, obviously. But we've seen a lot of these hits go into right field, so right-handed batters able to pull the ball. Obviously, if you're a right-hander, at least me, I know I'm a right-hander. Whenever I play any like baseball or wiffle ball, anything like that, generally I hit it to left field because that's on the side I'm standing closest to. But seeing a lot of balls being pulled to the right field tonight, so interesting to see.
Yeah, that's something to see because usually your weaker outfielder you probably would put um out there on that right side, but most of those balls are going to the left, and them knowing that probably trying to catch that right fielder out there sleeping, and so far so good.
Allen fouled straight back. That netting coming in clutch.
Definitely so, man. Your natural human ability to see something coming and to move out the way. My reaction time happens every time that ball comes this way. I'm trying to move out the way, forgetting we're covered here by that net. And we're also still covered. We also have some of the nets behind us as well, covering us up just a little bit. So we're actually pretty well protected for the most part. I'll probably put it in a different position for the next game, but definitely pretty safe here on this side.
Fouled off. 1-2 the count. The previous hitter, 1-2 count. They were able to lace that one to right field. So see what she can do here. Still no outs. Second and third. They've already scored 1 run here. Trying to add on some more. 3-run lead. And that will diving catch.
Oh,
Grass doing it all tonight. We've seen her pitch, catch a pop-up pitching, pop up there, nice slide, and obviously the solo home run last inning. So Beaufort's best player here so far tonight, doing it all.
gotta be the coach's daughter, right?
Sure, he's proud of what he's seen from her tonight. First game of the season, putting on a show.
Stratford still in good scoring position here. Runners on second and third. And it's great too because she can get a base hit now, and everybody else doesn't have to run if the ball isn't in the right position for them to be able to run that ball home. So she could safely get on base without forcing it out here. And we got a high one there, foul ball coming in right behind us.
The catcher unable to get that, and that was a missed opportunity there. Would have been the second out of the inning. If those obviously if you're a catcher, when the pop-ups occur, you gotta take that mask off quick and look up for the ball, but unable to get that one. Giving her another opportunity to get a hit here, or at least get on base. 1-2. And that one laced and caught. Great play. The runner will tag. Just a few feet from being a 3-run homer, but they'll score nonetheless. Great catch out there. Good defense by Beaufort. Now,
Some confusion there. Was that another out? I think they said she left the plate and got tagged. So I think that is going to be the third out for Beaufort, if I'm not confused. You see some conversation here going on here by the head coach.
looks like that will be the third out. They do confirm the run will count, however. Now 7-3 for Stratford.
Just a reminder, everybody, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to donate and help us to support our coverage of local high school sports. We are a nonprofit. We offer our coverage to the public high schools in Beaufort County for free as well. I'd like to inspire young minds to get into sport broadcasting, like Big Dog Thomas here as well. Already committed to USC, right, Thomas?
Yes, sir. And like I said, obviously back in basketball season, thanks for the opportunity. A little disappointed I wasn't able to do football, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities for that for me in the near future. So just being able to, watch these sports as there's a ground out to shortstop. Great play there, showing off the arm. But, never seen the cross before. You introduced me to that. Never watched a softball game before. Here I am tonight. Just a wonderful opportunity to watch these Beaufort teams. I go to a small charter school, and Beaufort High, it's about 1,500, 2,000 kids. And, at my school, grades K through 12, there's only about like 300, 350. So to see its school this big and, have the level of talent on their athletic scenes, just a great opportunity.
So I had to get the scoreboard correct here. I was a little bit off doing that commercial break because we were trying to get the net situated, and the first time the ball actually hit the net right by us, kind of got our camera a little bit crooked here.
1-1 the count now. Beaufort trying to make something happen here. Down 4 runs. Bottom of the 5th.
And that ball is humming between the pitcher and catcher. You hear it slapping that glove.
Now behind 1-2. Stratford pitcher, she started out kind of not in a groove, but the strikeout there, she started out a little rough, but now in a groove, cruising here through 5 innings, only giving up 3 runs. Obviously that solo home run, but nothing has hurt them too bad. Adkins fouling off that first pitch. Now a hit. That will go flying over. She'll go to second base.
Run it to second there.
Great job there by Atkins getting that double, and obviously that air by the right fielder leaning to get her second base. So probably be counted as a single with a fielding error there, or an error on the throw, I should say. Looked like they had a chance to get her out at first, but now showing bunt, foul ball. Strike 1 for Ariana Smith there. Good recovery there by the catcher. Now, ground out.
And that's going to be the third out.
Ground out to the shortstop. Once again, showing out that arm for the third out.
I apologize. I had that listed as the top of the inning. That was actually the bottom of the inning, and we're going back to the top for the start of the sixth inning here on Beaufort's Own when we return. Welcome back, everybody, into the top of the sixth inning here on Beaufort's Own.
We're just 2 innings left here. Beaufort trying to hold Stratford scoreless for the remainder of this game. Looking for a chance to come back and get the win here. Very important that Johnson, gets these outs. Had a nice inning and the fifth. A quick 1-2-3. Looking for more of the same here. Ball 2 there. Looked like that might have been called for a strike, but and now that one hit to the second baseman. Throw over to the second baseman standing over there on that right side of the infield. Quick first out for Beaufort. Strike 1 here for Johnson. Like that strike 2, find that one in there. And a strikeout, 2 quick outs for Beaufort. Alan Johnson getting the ground out, and then a strikeout there. strikeout in 3 pitches as well. Ball high there for ball 1 on the first pitch of the at-bat. That one low versus a ball high. Now a ball low. 2-0. Stratford ahead in the count. Number 2. Again, Max Preps not providing the jersey numbers, so not exactly sure who's out there for Stratford, but foul that one off. Digs in here for the 4th pitch of this at bat, behind 1-2. Or ahead 2-1, I should say. Excuse me. Now ahead 3-1. Try to get on base, possibly work a walk. She'll take a swing and miss. And that one now full count.
Good opportunity for Beaufort. Bottom of this inning with the strike. That one over to the left field and fouled out.
Fouled off the third base line there. Draws the walk. A 6 or 7 pitch at bat there. Quality at bat for Stratford. Keeps the inning alive.
Taking the time, waiting those out, and just having a good eye.
Now a hit out into right field. And a double, keeping this inning alive. First a walk, and now a double for Stratford. Knights in business here. Scoring opportunity. Top of the 6th. Coach Rash giving the pitch commands to Adeline Johnson out there on the mound. Can hear him yelling from the dugout.
Yeah, they still got a chance to clear out here, saying 2 outs, so.
Yeah, and already down 4, you got to try and hold them to 0 runs this inning in an attempt to make a comeback. Beaufort's the home team, so that means they'll get the last at-bats in the bottom of the 7-inning game, trying to get this comeback win. They have not led at all during this game. And that's a ball low, and that'll get through, and another run scores. Now make that a possible 2 runs, and safe is the call. Now 9-3, and a wild pitch leads to 2 runs scored. And just when it looked like Beaufort was going to get out the inning with no damage, wild pitch leads to 2 runs being scored.
And very dangerous here with 2 balls, no outs. And obviously, a game that, so far that, they've lost, like I said, never leading in this game, but still not completely a bad game by Beaufort High, so far. And now you don't want this game to get out of hand late and allow those easy runs from a drop catch.
Easy catch there. Will end the inning, but 2 more runs will score for Stratford off the wild pitch. Unfortunate for Beaufort, 2 outs. Looked like they were going to get out of that inning very quickly.
Teams will take turns on the mound here, and we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right on back. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the sixth inning on the way, starting off with a ball from Stratford.
Yeah, with only now an inning left in this game, two more chances for Beaufort to try and get this comeback. Bottom of the sixth, bottom of the seventh. Obviously, like I said earlier, they get the last at bats of the game, being the home team, but trying to put some runs on the board here, make their job in the seventh a little easier, assuming they don't get all those runs back in this inning. 1-1 the count here. And the Stratford pitcher, she stayed in the whole game, going for the complete game here. Not sure the pitch count as they don't display it on the board, but definitely got to be up there. But so far, only blemish for her really was that solo home run. That Kylie Rass was able to hit out to right field.
I'm still excited. I wasn't expecting to see that, tonight. And now, knowing that they got somebody on the team that can hit a home run, I'm kind of wanting to see one every night now. I know it's not, crazy. I mean, I know it's a little crazy to expect one every single night, but I'm going to be looking for it. I don't know about you.
Yeah, like I said, obviously I started a little bit because I wasn't sure the other. I hesitated, said that is, then paused for a long amount of time just to make sure that was a home run. But next time, for sure that I know it's a home run. Like I said, I'm gonna go crazy as softball home run. Great thing to see as well as in baseball. Hopefully we can see some tomorrow night at the Goose Creek game right across the way here. That one fouled straight back. Stratford not able to get to it. And that one hit up the first base line, the shovel off, and out is the call. Great defensive play. Able to pick that one up and shovel it to first base there just in time. Now, 2 outs here for Stratford. Stratford looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning here. Already with 2 outs. Beaufort heading to count 1-0. Now the count 2-0 as that one low gets past the catcher all the way to the fence right here in front of us. That pitch high has yet to register a strike in this at bat. And, you know, like I said, she's been cruising through these 6 innings so far.
Yeah, and those 3 balls right there, kind of slowing down this smooth inning for her.
4-pitch walk there. See if Stratford will leave her in. And lineup turns over for Beaufort with the home run hitter, Kylie Rass. See if she can do something here with a runner on with 2 outs. Beaufort needed a spark.
Money on her mind is a home run on her mind. Another ball.
I'm sure Beaufort wouldn't mind. They'd rather much have a 4-run deficit than a 6-run deficit here, down 9-3. Anything helps, obviously. That one will get past the shortstop. That's a single for Kylie Rasp. As Adeline Johnson comes back up now. Now with 2 runners on and a Johnson foul ball there. Able to make contact, but that one just went nowhere. RBI opportunity here would be her first of the game. Great frame by the catcher, not able to get the call. Nothing that's so important, you know, playing that catcher position is framing the ball, you know, even if it's not actually a strike, you can try and fool the ump by framing that pitch, looking like it's a strike over the plate. A high one there.
A high one. Looks like she's slowing down just a little bit here in these later innings. Beaufort already changing pitchers with Rass. See if what Stratford does here. Maybe we're going into the 7th.
Yeah, try and get their closer in possibly. Obviously, you know, only in need of 1 more out, so probably going to try and leave it as long as possible. That one hit straight up. Stratford looking to make the catch, and they will, ending the inning. No run scored for Beaufort.
Yep, and they are going to end that one 3-0 on the outs, and we'll be right back with the start of the 7th inning. back everybody into the top of the 7th inning here. 9-3 lead for Stratford. Kylie Rash back on the mound for Beaufort.
Yeah, interesting to see. Obviously they started the game with her on the mound, and then Johnson pitched quite a few innings, the majority of the innings, in fact. But now for this final inning, Rass back on the mound, the original starter.
1-1 down the count. That one going
And then
down the right
air
side.
there.
Tag left.
And air will lead to a single for Stratford, and looked like that would have been an easy out.
Yeah, Kershank dropping that ball out of glove there.
Well, and earlier, after the pitching change and Johnson went to pitcher, Rast was at first and Kershank was at third. So obviously, third, like I said earlier, they call it the hot corner, a little different than first base. Strike fired in there by Kylie Rast. Swing and a miss, but the runner will take second base as the catcher unable to get that. We've seen a lot of wild pitches from both pitchers tonight, but specifically for Beaufort, obviously previous inning allowed Stratford to score 2 runs. So a little bit of miscommunication between the catcher and the pitcher there. And that ball low. That ball high this time. That one dropped by the right fielder. Runner will stay at third. And another error in this inning for Beaufort. Just 1 out so far. Could have easily been 3. Kershank obviously not able to handle that hard hit ball.
Costly mistakes. Yeah, it's 2 mistakes by them, and both to that right side, and that's pretty much been the story of the game. It's to that right side.
Yeah, majority of the game, which has been interesting. Obviously, like I said, if you're a right-handed hitter, most likely you're gonna hit the ball to the left side. But we've seen a lot of pulls here to the right side by these right-handed hitters. Obviously now a lefty at bat, but Rash checking that pitch card. And now another steal.
Got a steal.
And every steal tonight, we've never seen a throw over. This has been uncontested. Too easy for both teams tonight. Another ball there from Rast. That one fouled off. Now 2-1 the count. And a strike called there. Now full count. Important pitch here for Rafts, the payoff pitch. Trying to get their second out of the inning. Runners on second and third. Ball low.
It's going to be a ball there, ball low.
Disappointing outcome for Beaufort there. Now the base is loaded for Stratford.
Yeah, and I think the goal would be, well, it's in any inning, but I think the goal would be here to just try not to get her off the mound and to try not to give up a score here and increase this lead here. Already down by 6. I mean, have to be a heck of an inning for them in the 7th to be able to come back in this game here tonight. And you hate that you would have to go this way to start the season for Beaufort High.
Now that one caught. And there'll be
throw home.
no attempt to tag up there. Great catch out there. We've already seen a couple of defensive errors from the Eagles, but out in center field, or left field rather, left center. Nice catch out there. Snow cone day. Coach Frash once again yelling out the defensive orders. That ball low. That was a great catch in the outfield there. Like I said, out in left center, that ball drops. It'll probably be at least another 2 runs for Stratford. That one fouled back.
I tell you one thing we've been looking for. We have these cameras mounted right behind, the net and the fence there, and luckily so far no balls have gone straight towards the camera there. We'll test and see how strong these cameras are here. Gonna get hit by one.
Probably bound to happen at some point. Another fouled off.
You should never say that. It's bound to happen at one point. You probably shouldn't say that, man.
Just trying to be a realist, It's inevitable.
Okay, Thanos, we got you.
I should say it could happen at some point. Beaufort gets out of the inning there. Good job by them to keep the deficit at 6 and see if they can work a miracle here in the bottom of the inning.
All right, bottom of the inning on the way. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but before we go, just want to remind everybody one more time for the end of the game. If you join the stream tonight, text Beaufort to 801-801 to donate and help support our coverage of local high school sports. Money goes towards helping us with things to travel, streaming software, and the behind the picture cam that we have coming up here very soon with that transmitter on the way. Commercial break here, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody.
Stratford leaving that same pitcher out in the mound, number 20. Just going for the complete game here. Ahead by 6. Obviously didn't feel much pressure to take her out, trying to let her finish this game.
Right.
Now Reese Brozek trying to make something happen for Beaufort, down by 6.
one straight to the left side of the field. And down it goes, and she's making her way around the bases, and she's going to be stopped for a double.
A double for Brozek there. Nice piece of hitting, and already a great start to this inning for Beaufort, trying to walk off the Stratford Knights here. Obviously, it's going to take a lot, but good start.
And nice to see the Brozek. I'm always interested to see the students that play multiple sports, and you got the Brozek sisters here playing softball. They traded in the 3-pointers for 2 base hits here, 2 doubles here.
Yeah, Riley definitely a 3-point shooter for Coach Jones's team. Now on the softball diamond, and obviously her sister Reese with that double there. Ball 1 of the at-bat for Cruikshank there. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-2. And a strikeout for the first out of the inning. Continuing to play strong, pitch well all the way into the 7th inning. Kaylin Atkins back up once again. She'll take ball 1 on the first pitch of the at-bat.
High pitch there.
Yeah, good job being patient. Down 6, already 1 out. Gotta just try and work these counts. That pitcher's been in the game a long time, possibly tiring down. Great throw across. Now Beaufort down to our last out. Ariana Smith, Beaufort's last hope here to keep this inning alive. 2 outs. She takes ball 1. Reese Brozek in scoring position at third base. Strike called.
Yeah, hitting the bottom of that box there.
Yeah, bottom left. Or right from the pitcher's perspective.
Yeah, right.
For
the pitcher's perspective, bottom right.
Obviously, now we're behind the plate, so we're not facing it directly on. Another strike there. Beaufort down to their final strike.
Yeah, and this would be it. This would possibly be the game here. She kind of wants it, a little bit pumped up here. She fixes her ponytail and gets ready to go.
Yeah, in a complete game, probably going to finish this game. I believe she's pitched the entire time. I haven't really seen a pitching change. That ball.
I haven't seen anyone yet, and that's a ball. And you see, she was already running off to the side, and she thought she had it there. She's going to have to take at least one more pitch here to end this game.
Ariana Smith trying to at least get on base here to continue this game. The windup and the pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss. And a complete game for the Stratford pitcher. 9-3.
To thank everybody for tuning in here on Beaufort's Own for our first ever softball coverage here. Join us as we go live tomorrow night for baseball as Beaufort High hosts Goose Creek. But thank everybody for tuning in. My name is Javon Livingston. Alongside me is Thomas Erdell. Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and